Hotel Echo Lima Lima Oscar. I nearly forgot my phrase there. Good evening from Southeast London, England, from your host, your guy himself, the one and only and truly, DLG Reppin, otherwise short for Dele London Guna, space, Romeo Echo Papa Papa Indigo November. Or do allow me to say good morning. Whether you're getting up this morning, taking the dogs for a walk, or you're going out for a jog, allow me to say good afternoon to you guys. Whether you are having lunch at a busy restaurant, whether you are doing shopping, clothes, food shopping, I don't know, house shopping, um, whether you are going to an important meeting, or allow me to say good night and rest well. And when you wake up, be prepared for a new day, which starts in the morning, of course. Other than that, welcome to another match day review involving the Gunners. And this is a late one, but you know, better late than never. And for those that are watching, I do apologize for not doing this on Monday and yesterday even. So physically drained, but everyone's drained when they finish work, especially long hours, and especially some of the politics at work, but I'll leave that alone. Anyway, I'm here to talk about West Ham United 2, Arsenal 2. It's a disappointing result. It's a massive 2 points drop, but it's another point gain. Yes, I get that. You know, now we put ourselves in a situation where we just have to win all our games and find a way of winning every game and every fixture we play. We just need to find a way. It is simple as that. First 25, 30 minutes, we're cruising, in control. We were 2-0 up in the first 10 minutes, and I couldn't understand why we didn't go for the third, fourth, even the fifth. They were on the ropes, West Ham United. All right, at the beginning, you sense that West Ham United are going to get into our faces, try and upset us. But it wasn't the case the first 10 minutes, where we beat their press and cut through them so easily. First goal, brilliant brilliant work, and it was well worked, and good cross by Benjamin White. Jesus available in the inside 18 for that tap in. 1-0. Second goal, good bit of good play by Arsenal on the wing there. Martinelli crossing the ball off the second time of asking, an outstanding in swing and cross, falls to the feet of Martin Odegaard. He volleys home 2-0. But you have to say, after that half-hour mark, we gave them the initiative. You know, lessons weren't learned from last week, the previous game versus Liverpool. We got complacent, and there was a little bit of arrogance. I did not like that at all. Guys, if you're watching and you feel that I'm being harsh, you know where my comment section is. But yeah, Partey tried to play this. Well, he's trying to flick the ball past Declan Rice as clever as possible. He got closed down. The ball hits him in the midriff. For me, not a handball. And the penalty, I agree with Jill Scott on Match of the Day too. There is contact, but it was a soft one. And I mean, it was a soft one. But before I carry on, yeah, make sure you show me love, joy, and respect by smashing the thumbs up like button for me, yeah? Do that in abundance, yeah? Let's get the thumbs up like button smashed up. Share this channel virally all over the globe, especially to your friends and your relatives, yeah? If you're watching me or my content live on StreamYard for the first time, welcome on board. Just remember to share this channel amongst your friends and your relatives, and do me a favor, share this. Make sure they share it amongst their friends and relatives. Yeah, the comment section. If you've got your own view about the Arsenal, West Ham United v Arsenal game, if you've got your own review of your own, you want to have an analysis. Now this is your time. What did you make of the overall performance? Because for me, we gave away the penalty. It was a soft one. Benrahma sends Ramsdale the wrong way. It's 2-1 Arsenal, and it was a nervy one. And early in the second half, we have a penalty. And oh, goodness me. Wait till I get to the player ratings. Odegaard. Stupid decision to take the ball away from Jesus, who scored 4 league goals in 3, and give it to a guy who has been poor in the previous game against Liverpool. And he was having a poor one, or a quiet one, however which way you want to put it, with Bukayo Saka. He takes it, and he's missed it. He's literally missed it. He's put it wide of the right-hand post of Fabianski's goal. There you go. And then moments later, the equaliser comes. I mean, Kehrer, he's pumped a long ball up on Kieran Tierney's side. Tierney's not there to be seen, and Bowen volleys in to equalise. And West Ham could have had the lead and possibly scored the winning goal. Cross comes in from the left in the second half. Mikel Antonio on his head as the cross is hanging in the air, and it's clipped the corner of the post and bar. We got away with one, but for me, we didn't do enough to create a number of opportunities. We didn't do enough to create enough opportunities to win the game, and if we did win the game, it would have been undeserved. It would have been undeserved, and let's be real, West Ham deserve a point at their game, and that point for them is better for them than it is for us. A point for us is a major disappointment. But that being said, let's get into the player ratings without further ado. Aaron Ramsdale in goal. You can't really fault him for the penalty. You can't fault him for the second goal. His distribution of the ball is always on point. But other than that, I can't remember if he had a save to really make. I'm going to give him a 7. Benjamin White, in bits, he was okay-ish. Created the first goal, and then put in a wicked cross at the death, but just too high for Eddie Nketiah. That being said, yeah, with the defence conceded 2 goals, I get that, but there was not much work. There was not much trouble from Benjamin White to deal with, and if he, I just have to give him a 6. What can I say about him? He didn't do enough overlapping for Saka, but the person in front of him was poor. But I'll get onto him in a minute, or later on. Let's get to Rob Holding. For me, he was given the runabout by Antonio. He struggled for pace, and it was exposed in that game. And that's the thing with Saliba. He won't get exposed for pace too often, where Holding is not the quickest. And I don't think he got booked. Did he get booked? No, he didn't get booked. But for me, the wrong side of his opponent, and every time Mikel Antonio went at him at pace, he really struggled. I'm sorry, I'm not scapegoating Rob Holding here, but I'm gonna have to give him a 4. Gabriel dos Santos Magalhães. You could say he was a little bit clumsy in conceding that penalty, but that all started with Partey mucking about. But that being said, he done well with Mikel Antonio. Every time he was faced up against him, he covered well. But again, the defence conceded 2 goals, and I don't think he could be at fault for the second. I'm gonna give him a I'll give him a 6.5. Kieran Tierney, he puts in. I think he tried getting forward, but not enough offensive play from him. He didn't have the best of games. I didn't think it was one of his best games, and I'm a massive fan of Kieran Tierney, and I hope he stays at the club for the foreseeable future, because there's speculations going around his future at the club. But for me, I hope he stays at the club for the foreseeable future and stays and fights for his place. Defensively, he was all right. I didn't think he had too much of a bad game. I don't think he really had a bad game as such. The truth be told, he took the battle to Bowen in play. Well, to be honest, in places, Bowen looked like he was getting an edge over him, but he made a vital block to stop Bowen having a shot on target. I'm going to give him a 6.5. Right into the midfield, Thomas Partey. After 20 odd minutes, I thought he was poor, really poor. Gave the ball away for that led to the penalty. He was sloppy in his passes, and he really struggled in that midfield battle against Declan Rice. If the truth be told, I'm going to give him a 4. I expect much better from Partey. Granit Xhaka, he was quite anomalous at times. You didn't see much of him. This time, he didn't get wound up against an opposition player, unlike the previous game. But that being said, I didn't see much of him. I'm going to give him a 5. Martin Odegaard, I think he was, out of the three of them in the midfield, I think he was the one who was trying to make something happen, but it was ineffective at times. Work rate, yeah, he can't fault him for that. But again, there was not enough of him on the ball, and to be honest, you need him on the ball to create moments, magic moments, and I didn't see enough of him on the ball. You know, he had the opportunity to really get the ball out of his feet as quick as possible so he can have a shot for himself or get his head up, and nah, not the best of games for him. He's gonna have a 4. Right, the attacking three, Bukayo Saka. I love Bukayo Saka abundantly, but for me, he was below average. I mean, to sum up his day, that penalty miss was poor, and I don't think he should have taken the penalty. And another thing with Odegaard, why did he allow? Why did he take the ball of Jesus to give to Saka? I think that was a plain disaster. It was a silly decision. It cost us. Jesus was better off taking that penalty to score his 5th league goal in 3 league games, but he never got the opportunity to do that. So that's because he took the ball was taken off him from Odegaard to give to Saka. Okay, not for me. Saka was so ineffective. He should have come off with at least 15 minutes to go, if not 20, 25 minutes to go. Bukayo Saka, I'm giving him a 3. On the other wing, Gabriel Martinelli. He looked lively the first 20 odd minutes, but again, his end product. I mean, in the second half, he really struggled, especially against Sufal. You know, he really struggled 1v1. He was left 1v1 with him, and he just looked like he was going to lose the ball. And every time he released the ball, every time the ball left his foot, like if he was to pass it, every time if he was to pass it or cross it, it's as if there's no end product with him. Again, he faded away from that game, especially in the second half. 4 for Gabriel Martinelli, and I love Gabriel Martinelli. Gabriel Jesus, for me, he got an hour again, but not enough for me. I think his work rate was collective, but for me, as much as I love his work rate for the team, he does spend more time in the midfield area, in the defensive midfield area, than he does in the box when we need him. or spends more time. If he's not in the DM area, he's on the wings, and we need him where it really hurts because he has got 4 league goals in his last 3 games. He's a man on form, goal scoring form, and he's come at the right time for me. So I'm going to give Jesus. I'll give him a 7 for his effort. No, I'm going to give him a 6.5 for his effort. The substitutions. Leandro Trossard. For me, he didn't really affect the game especially when he had the ball. I couldn't see anything coming from him. I don't know what it was. He was pulling off tricks and flicks, and I'm like, for crying out loud, we are going for the league title here. We haven't got time to muck about. We are drawing the game 2-2. We need the next goal to win this game. And that being said, I didn't see anything that was going to convince me that he was going to score or get an assist. I'll have to, for the time that he was on the pitch, I'm going to give him a 4. And I am a big Trossard fan. I've been absolutely impressed with his contribution to the team since he signed from Brighton. But I'm going to give him a 4. Jorginho, again, he looks like a right downgrade on Partey. But Partey had to be taken off because it was an honest. In all honesty, he had a poor performance, and he had to be taken off. He deserved to be taken off. But that being said, Jorginho, he's come on and not affected West. He's not brought. He's not come on to really produce a forward pass. He was just. He just looked like he was going to get overrun in midfield, and I didn't think there was an effect for him. No spark for him. Who's the other substitution? We had 3 substitutions. Eddie Nketiah. Again, didn't have enough time to affect the game as such. Well, he had a little bit of time to affect the game, and when he did come on, he looked like anonymous. I don't even know he had a touch of the ball. I can't even remember if he did have a touch of the ball. He was that anonymous. Again, I'm not even going to mark him. Do I mark him then? Standard 5. No, I'm giving him a 4. Let's change that to a 4. Right, the referee. No, the manager, Mikel Arteta. First 20 minutes, we were on top of our game. The balance of our formation and the shape was absolutely on point. What Mikel Arteta needed to do is to make sure that the team had that killer instinct. And whatever he said to him in the change room, well, we were on the front foot in the beginning of the second half, and then as soon as the equaliser went in, he needed to change it with 20 minutes to go. I thought he should have brought on Trossard, but he made the wrong substitutions. I think the wrong substitutions. They were to be questioned. I mean, bringing on Trossard and taking off Jesus, and then bringing on Eddie Nketiah for someone else when Eddie Nketiah had not enough time to affect the game. What you needed to do, if you're going to bring off Jesus, bring on Eddie Nketiah. Let him get the minutes on. At the end of the day, he's come back from injury, but he's the only out-and-out striker we have. I'm going to give him Mikel Arteta. I've got to give him a 6. Not his best from the touchline. The referee, too inconsistent. 2. No, I'm giving him 1.5. I'm going to give him a 2, to be fair. He was just so inconsistent. Arsenal player that commits one foul, it's a yellow card. But when it's the other way around, I can't remember too many West Ham players being booked. Maybe one West Ham player got booked, but again, I'm not using that as an excuse for us dropping points. I'm not going to use that as an excuse. I'll just get back down to the facts. The referee for me, yes, inconsistent, completely too. Oh, he was just too eager to give out yellow cards for silly fouls, for fouls that are not deemed reckless. He didn't ruin the fixture as such, and he's not the major talking point. But for me, some of his decisions questionable. I'm going to give him a 2, and he's getting no more than a 2 from me. Let's go for the Arsenal fans. Absolutely outstanding vocal support. Brilliant. You couldn't ask for more from the fan base, the Trevelyan supporters who made it to the East End. You know, they got behind their team for 90 minutes, even at 2-2. They were urging the players on. But the thing is, the players didn't feed off it. And that's what's disappointing for the fans. But the Arsenal fans, 10 out of 10. So, that's my all-round ratings done. So what a pleasure to produce this content again. And I do apologise for no show yet again. So ladies and gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, I thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching and saving the best to last, as I always do. I thank you so much for putting up with me, as you always do. So remember to look after your friends, to look after your families, and make sure you look after yourselves. More peace, more love, more blessings again. As your host, your guy himself, DLG repping. We're going to chat again. That being said, like, comment, share, and subscribe. But one more thing, please always be nice. And I do mean be nice.